Hello everybody, my name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be discussing the Chicago Bulls and Portland Trail Blazers game reaction. The Bulls don't make it easy, ladies and gentlemen. We were up all game, it felt comfortable and chill, and it felt like we had nothing to lose, and then boom! Fourth quarter comes around and the Bulls disappoint, producing one of the worst fourth quarters I've seen in a long time. But we managed to scrape through the grit of our teeth with a 3-point win in the end. And again, we don't make it easy for ourselves now, do we? We're going to be discussing this game in this video. But before we get any further, if you liked the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Bulls game today and your player of the game. We won this game 110-107. And look, I got extremely frustrated in the fourth quarter. Portland are a team, unfortunately, with loads of injuries, and they are one of the 4 teams that cannot make it even into the play-in tournament. They are officially out of playoff competition. So at the end of the day, you're thinking this game was going to be an easy ride. And pretty much all game, we were the better team. We played really good basketball for 3 out of the 4 quarters of that game. We allowed guys to get hot. You know, Vucevic, great game. Ayo, great game. DeRozan, great game. Batum off the bench, great game. Drummond, great game. All these guys produced greatly in the first 3 quarters of that game. But it's incredible how one really bad quarter almost teared down all 3 quarters of hard work that we produced to even get the lead in this game. Now, there's a couple of things I want to say. Firstly, I want to give credit to the Portland Trail Blazers where it's due. For a team that is fighting so hard to, you know, make entertaining games out of themselves. I understand they don't have much to fight for anymore, but they're still trying to fight for games, you know. No team is trying to lose advocaately in the NBA. Maybe teams' organizations are, the owners, the GM, maybe the coach is trying to lose games on purpose. But the players would never go out there and lose on purpose. So when you get guys like Anthony Simons that absolutely destroys the Bulls and produces one heck of a clutch game, DeAndre Ayton doing his work as well, and a couple of other role players for Portland kicking into gear, they fought for this game. They didn't give up the whole way. I mean, we've had chances where we could extend the lead to 15, 20 points, and it probably would have been an easy ride from there. Maybe Portland would have given up if the lead got that far. But the problem is the lead never got that far. Portland kept on fighting tooth and nail with us, and they made the game to the point where it was reachable. There was that one stage in the fourth quarter where Portland took the lead. The first time they took the lead since the first quarter. So you have to give respect for Portland for fighting back in this game and not giving up on it. They're a young team. Young teams have inconsistent performances, and sometimes young teams do give up when the lead gets out of hand. But you got to give respect when those young teams fight back like they did today and made a game out of it. I never expected coming into the fourth quarter of this game for this game to be a clutch one. This is the 39th clutch game of the Bulls season. That's more than half of our games we've had in the clutch. That's ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen, with about, 13 more games to go? It's bizarre. Truly bizarre. Nonetheless, we are still here and we still managed to win the game. Now, how did we get the win to go? Well, a couple of misfortunate things for Portland happened. I think there were a couple of fouls on Anthony Simons that wasn't given, in all fairness. The Caruso reach-in at the end, I think, was clean. But other than that, there were a couple of fouls in there that we just, that wasn't called. That did go in our favor. We have to give respect where it's due in that regard as well. We often talk about how the Bulls don't get the refs' favor and how the refs are always against the Bulls. A lot of people say it. I think today the shoe was on the other foot, ladies and gentlemen, and we got the favor of the refs today, especially with the last couple of minutes to go. Obviously, DeMar DeRozan made some big free throws. Caruso got some big stops defensively. Vucevic made a big bucket to really, give us the lead in the first place as well once we had that lead taken away from us, and that kind of sealed it. But we can't ignore, the fourth quarter was a disaster. Taking a look at the fourth quarter stats between the Bulls and the Portland Trail Blazers, the Bulls only scored 21 points in the fourth quarter. It took a long time to get there as well, ladies and gentlemen, and Portland scored 32 points in the fourth quarter. There was that one stage in the fourth quarter where the Bulls actually had their points tally doubled by Portland in that fourth quarter. So that's where the big problem lies. And look, we know the problem here. The Bulls don't often play all 4 quarters, and that is the punishing factor of how we could have lost this game. If you lose this game against Portland, you fall into the trap game first and foremost. This is definitely a trap game, and we almost fell into it. Thankfully, we managed to escape. Again, through the skin of our teeth, we managed to escape. But one quarter almost ruined a whole great game of basketball for us. All it took was one quarter. All it took was half a quarter for the Portland to get the lead back. So again, we fell into the trap, but thankfully we escaped the trap in the end. We picked up a win where we needed to pick up, and we have to move on. I said it in the game stream, and I'm going to say it here. I don't care if we win this game by 1 point or we blew this team out of the water by 30 or 40. We are in a position where there's no room for error. We do not have time to lose games. We just saw the Pacers lose to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Pacers are now the 7th seed. We just saw Philly beat Miami, 2 teams in direct competition with us. Miami are now the 8th seed, and we are heading closer towards them. So this is anybody's game, ladies and gentlemen. But it's important for us to stay in the race by winning games we should be winning. I'm not sitting here saying we need to beat Boston, even though I would love to in a couple of games' time. But when Portland come to town, that is a must-win game that you have to take advantage of. The next game against Houston will be difficult, won't be easy, but it's a game that you have to take advantage of. We're not a team that can blow out comfortably teams that are worse than us. We're just not that team. But we're also not the team that's going to let big teams walk over us either. So it's about time that we start finding that consistency if we're going to make a really big impact or any sort of say in the standings. I still find it difficult. I still don't think it will be easy. You're looking at Philadelphia's upcoming schedule. They have some very difficult games on their hands. So we'll wait and see how it goes for us. But we got to focus on what we can control. And that was today. That was against Portland, and that was with a win. Wasn't entertaining, was a somewhat boring game. It wasn't necessarily thrilling basketball, offensive-minded, great basketball. I actually didn't really like our offense today, especially in the fourth quarter. But we got the job done, by hook or by crook. By winning by 1 or winning by 40, we did what we needed to do. But it wasn't necessarily that impressive. But we have to move on. It is what it is. My player of the game today is a tough choice. DeRozan with 28 points, and he helped us in this game. Vucevic with 22 and 9. Ayo with a double-double, 23 and 10. And we got good production from Batum with 9 points. Drummond with 9 points and 11 rebounds. He almost got his double-double. I think today I might give it to Ayo, 23 points and 10 assists is nothing to laugh at, ladies and gentlemen. I thought he was fantastic today. Again, his assists, they're sneaky assists. They're not assists that stand out to everybody. And the reason why is, it's basic basketball. It's not basketball that throws you off your feet. It's not basketball that makes you so unpredictable. It's not the Luka Doncic type passes where you just find them out of nowhere or anything like that. But it's basic concept basketball. It's pick and rolls. It's finding the open man. It's running in transition and getting your big man or getting someone open in transition. That's what Ayo is doing when it comes to the playmaking side. It's what Kobe White does when he does his playmaking as well. It's basic concept basketball that is managing to be effective, and it really helps this Bulls team win games. And that's what I've been enjoying with Ayo Dosunmu. He's done a great job filling in for Kobe White as that starting point guard, as the guy with the main ball handling responsibilities. And look, Kobe White and Ayo are kind of following similar traits. Kobe White was a shooting guard, a point guard, back a shooting guard, and now he's starting this team with this current team as a point guard. Ayo's doing something similar. He started off as a point guard, he's moved to shooting guard, he's moved to the bench, he's come back to the starting lineup, he was a shooting guard in the starting lineup, and now he's playing as the point guard for the Bulls. They are following different, similar roles and similar production, in my opinion. So expect in a couple of years' time to see Ayo really shine. I really hope that's the case, and wait to see how it goes. It might feel a little bit frustrating now to see Ayo play all these different roles, and sometimes he will struggle and sometimes he'll succeed. But watch what will happen in his 5th and 6th seasons in the NBA. You'll see all those roles come together, and you might actually find a really well productive jack-of-all-trades type of player there. I'm hoping that's what we see. It looks like it's heading down that path. He's my player of the game today. What do you guys think? Thank you for watching. Drop a like and a follow and or subscribe if you are new. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.